At this time, we'd like to invite Venerable Michael and or Venerable Nick to do Dhamma talk. Again, this is both of their last stay with us here at the Georgia Meditation Center. They'll soon be traveling to Alabama, followed by California for 2 months. So we're definitely going to miss them. They've been such a joy to have here at the Georgia Meditation Center. Again, thank you so much for being here with us, and we'd like to invite you for a Dhamma talk at this time.
Okay, good morning, everyone. As Bea had said, this is the last Sunday that we'll be here before we go on to the next leg of our America journey, and therefore will be the last time that I struggle through pronouncing all of these Thai names to thank all of our donors, which apparently the Thai people love to hear me struggle through it. So here we go one last time. So for the robe offering, for Sunan Sombat Wong Ke Somsari, and then Patja and Papon Suwan Warangkun. I'm getting help from the side. Siti Chai Puttara Patra Win Let Kopkua Mepong Saton. So there we go, everyone. That was my last time. So the hard part is over. So again, it's pretty amazing that we're already at the end here. It's been almost over 2 months now, about almost 2.5 months since we landed in America for the first time in 5 years. So it's been really amazing just coming back to my hometown, to the place where everything started for me. And so much has happened in the past couple of months. I had to sit down and reflect and think of really what all we did. So just as a quick overview, is like when we came here, just the activities, of course, every Wednesday and every Sunday, we gave teachings here at the Georgia Meditation Center. And we also went to speak at schools, at a law firm, at hospice, teaching meditation, giving out books. And I think we handed out somewhere over, I think around 700 books since we've gotten here. And we have, of course, did the 2 big events here. That was over 100 people in attendance for each of them. So really within a short period of time, it's just a lot of activity and just a whirlwind of things going on, but all just amazing, amazing things. And I think sometimes too much credit can be given to us for these things, because none of it would be possible without the entire community that has come together to support these things happening, from the people who are coordinating everything to even allow us to come here. Of course, the abbot and the monks here as well, who have been very supportive along the journey, and of course the staff, who they've all dedicated their lives to supporting this. But all of you here as well, both the Thai community who have come for a very long time supporting and making sure that everything just keeps running here. And then of course the local community as well. The fact that you weren't able to meet for about 2 years since COVID started. And then it was just very amazing timing that right as we came back, everything opened back up again. And really, ever since I came here back in 2015, I'd never seen such an intermingling and mixing of both the Thai and local culture, like everyone coming together, both on the Wednesday night sessions and also on some of the Thai traditional things like the Songkran, the New Year. So many of these things, there was just a mix of local and Thai people both enjoying it together and having the beauty and sacredness of Thai Buddhism, but also kind of the lively, like community-based feeling of the local community as well. It was really something amazing to watch and to behold, and especially the events that we had run here. Just seeing so many of you coming to volunteer and really just there was a lot of joy and excitement in the air for each of those, and just seeing the depth of how it affected people as well. I think sometimes people have a tendency of measuring success based off of like the numbers maybe of people who show up. But for me, one of the most amazing things was hearing the stories of each individual, how their lives had changed over the past couple of months. Just is one of the beautiful things, and I'll just share some stories, I guess, from the things that I had witnessed and I've heard from people who have opened up and have come here. One of the things that really stuck out for me was the Songkran, the New Year's ceremony that we had here, that a lot of local people came as well as Thai people. And the opportunity to ask forgiveness from the parents, I think, was a very powerful event. And I know for myself, I had the opportunity to do that before I left for Thailand, and just to be able to see some families who this really brought them together in a way that not much else can. To have that it's very foreign for us in the West to, in front of other people, ask forgiveness from our family members, but to see that, and there were some tears, there were some emotions, and it was just a beautiful thing to witness and behold as people from both cultures were able to really benefit from that. And just certain individuals as well who were coming from the Thai side of things. They're even young people who've been coming since they were children. Sharing, Alex was one of them, who he's been coming since childhood. And he said during the event, like, he'd never felt more like inspired or alive or happy to be a part of this community, and to see how he was able to come to life and direct all of the volunteers and just hopped into the leadership role. And it was so beautiful to see someone who's been here for so long to really become re-inspired by these activities. And then the Thai community, a lot of things that you don't see behind the scenes, like arrangement of the flowers. You can't imagine how much goes into just making these floral arrangements that you see that beautify everything. And to see people coming like very early in the morning, and they're just arranging everything, putting their heart into it. And so it's just been this kind of both sides coalescing to make this beautiful thing happen. And, you know, other people who have gone from not meditating very much, for example, Joe, who unfortunately now he's recovering from COVID. He's okay, but he wasn't able to make it. But he went from not meditating very much to meditating 4 times a day now. And he said it's seeping into his life and really bringing a lot of positive benefits. So to hear kind of these things, it's very, for me, just very touching, very fulfilling to be able to be a part of that. And, you know, it's something that everyone has come together to create. And the power, the healing power of kind of a community of people who are working together on themselves is just, it's been very humbling, especially coming back. And this is a place where my journey started 7 years ago. So there's so much gratitude for me, for everyone who's kind of made this trip here so welcoming, and just really come together to create good experiences for everyone. And I know that there's so many great people here who will continue to do that even after we're gone. I'm very confident that everyone will continue to come together and create this space where individuals out there who are suffering a lot, especially nowadays, people are searching for a place like this, and you never know. Like in my life, I stumbled across this place, and in one of my darkest times, and it was able to shift my entire life around. So, and I know, and I've seen other people going on that journey as well. So even though some of the efforts that we put in coming here, often for the Thai community, we might not see the depth of change that it's instigating in people's lives, but the fact that I can tell you with certainty from people opening up and sharing their lives with us that this place has had an incredible effect on their lives. And so for me, just very proud of everyone here, both the Thai community, the local volunteers, and little bit emotional. Some people said I should rub icy hot under my eyes to start crying during my speech, but maybe I won't need the icy hot. So it's really been things coming full circle, and to be able to come back and to contribute has been amazing. And we certainly will miss you as we go on the next leg of our journey. But for us, this is really just the beginning. For me, I think one thing I do want to share as well is that our master, we don't talk about him that much, but our master, Luang Pa, our abbot in the main temple, really, he's the reason why all of this is even possible. He's the reason. Without his sacrifice, this center would not even be here. I would not be here. You would not be here. And even so, it goes to show so many things behind the scenes that are happening to allow this to occur. And so for me, his vision is to allow people from all backgrounds, from all cultures, from all generations to come together and to be able to discover this inner peace inside of themselves, to overcome their suffering together and walk forward through this life in a more wise and healthy direction. And for me, I think what we've done here in the past 2 months together, it really is a model of what that vision was when he started out, and the sacrifice that he went through to create all of this is so large in comparison to the struggles that we all are facing trying to make these things happen. So again, I just want to say thank you all for coming, for showing up authentically, and for sharing this space with us. And we will be back next year. So with that, I'll share with Venerable Nick.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. And I'm going to echo, I have a few points to share, but I'm going to echo what Luang Pi Michael was talking about. But for us is take a look around, and you can see just in this room alone, all the different backgrounds, all the different ages, all the different religion. It's okay, no problem. But the main focus is we come together, we do good deeds, and also we meditate and purify our minds. So for some of the things that has been happening, there's just been wonderful stories like what Luang Pi Michael shared, where Joe now meditates every single day, 4 times a day, and it's slowly becoming a habit. I think of Darren, who is here, and his job during the candlelight ceremony was to light all the candles around the Buddha. And he was so inspired and he felt so good. And that was the meditation for him. He said, the best meditation of my life. And he sat very still and very, very bright. Other people who come to mind is Linda. Linda, who was struggling when she first came here, and through coming here week after week, now she's like, this is her home. She always comes every Wednesday. She tells everyone, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, husband, children, strangers, but anyone. But she encouraged them to come to a place like this. We have Irene, who has not missed a single Wednesday night class. She helps with the yoga instruction, and she does an amazing job. So if you've never tried laughing yoga, make sure Irene is your person. We have John, who will be going to Thailand next year, in February, or is it March? And then to go pursue ordination. We have Rosie, who came here just the other day, and she wanted to offer to the monks. And she cooks since 7 in the morning because she wanted to do that good deed. But these are just some of the stories that we find here. But before all that, kind of what Lumpy Michael was saying, this is not possible without the support that came before us. And this is why the local supporters, the Thai community is so important. And how important it is? It's very important, and we need you. And for you, is you're always supporting us with the basic necessities. Clothing, shelter, medicine, food, 4 basic necessities. And on top of that, you go beyond that. You support us via your openness. When people walk through that door, you're always so welcoming and you make them feel a part of the community. You provide us with encouraging words. You support us and motivate us. You volunteer your time to light the candle and provide resources. So for us, we just want to say truly thank you. Without you, myself would not be here. Lumpy Michael, for sure, would not have a place like this to start his spiritual journey. So I just want to take the time to rejoice in your merits for that. The second thing for me I want to share is that being a monk, we always say the monk life is simple, but not easy. It is not easy, and especially being an international monk is even twice as difficult to go to Thailand and to train ourselves. We don't understand the language, so we have to learn, to practice, to read, to speak a new language. We're leaving our culture behind. We're leaving our food behind. We don't have our families that we can go to. We don't have our romantic relationships, and we leave everything to fully train ourselves. Each day, like I said, it can come with a lot of challenges being in these robes. But for you, you make it a little bit easier for us. When you come here and you offer the food with everything that you have. I know when we came here and they're like, okay, let's offer some pizza. For us, we've never had American pizza, not Thai pizza, not like seafood or curry pizza, but no, we want pepperoni, cheese pizza, but for us, it's just very touching and it's very warm. And this act of generosity that seems so simple for us is a big deal. And it's a big thing, and it motivates and inspires and it encourages us to train ourselves fully and then to give back to the world. So again, we say thank you to that. The third thing I want to share is for the parents in this room and who have children or loved ones, I would say keep encouraging them to do good. And for myself is when I was living in the refugee camp in Philippines and in Thailand, we had nothing. And still, every single day, my mom and my dad took me to the temple and we offered food to the monks and whatever we had. When we came to the United States and as I was struggling as a child to adapt to the culture, we had nothing still. My parents continued to take us to the temple and we gave and we practiced ourselves. When I was going through the university, trying to find my career life and my professional life, same thing. As busy as I was, my parents would push me. And for me, I didn't want to go. And I didn't see the benefit. I was busy and I wanted to pursue my education. I wanted to pursue my worldly needs. I wanted to get my career up and running. But for them, they kept pushing and pushing. And even when I became successful, they still said, it doesn't matter. Keep going. Go make donations. Go do good deeds. And even more important than anything, meditate, purify your minds. So when we had nothing, my parents continued to do that. When I didn't want to go, when I was not interested, my parents continued to do that. I didn't know until my mom told me this, but she said she understands the impact of doing good deeds. And she didn't want me to miss anything. She did it on my behalf. And every single merit, she would do it for me with my name. Yeah, so sorry. Yeah, so when life is hard, still do good. When life is easy, again, still do good. And for me, I share it because you never know when I'm so sensitive. This is why I don't like to share. But the point is, you never know when the good deeds will bear its fruit. It took 3 decades for myself, my family to keep encouraging for it to take fruit. And all the time is that I didn't see the value in it. They planted the seed. So that's why when I see the young kids here, they don't understand what's happening. They don't even know what they're saying, even for the international people. You don't even know what you're saying. Some of the things you don't even know what you're doing. It's okay, but develop it and keep doing it. And slowly with the wisdom and slowly with the practice, it will take fruit. And your job is not to worry about when is this going to happen? When is this going to land on my kids? When will this grow? And that's not the point. Your point is do your part. And for me, I'm so grateful that my parents did that. Because without their encouragement, this wouldn't happen. And I would never thought I would be a Buddhist monk. That was the last thing on my mind. But like I said, in order to get to this point, it took all that effort that you didn't see the results of. So for you, whether a child, whether parents, continue to do good while you're alive and while you have the opportunity. So practice yourself diligently. The last thing I would leave you with is how lucky we are. Because for me, I get contacted so many times through YouTube, and people will reach out every single week and they would say, please come to my country. I want to meet with a Buddhist monk. I've never even seen a Buddhist monk. I never had communication with them. I never talked to them. What is this alms offering that you do? I want to do it. And for us, it's right here. And we have access to that. And it's not normal. But many times we can think that it's normal. Oh, the temple is right there. Oh, it's just a Sunday. Oh, it's an opportunity to give. It's very sacred. And we just have to remember how lucky we are. And Buddhism is not everywhere in the world. So the fact that we have teaching monks here, the fact that we have a center, the fact that we have ceremonies and we're being guided and a real community that supports one another, we're so lucky. So I would just want to say, take full advantage of it. So with that, I just want to share all my merits with you for everything I've done as a monk, and also rejoice in all your merits too. So Satu Anumotana Bun.
So now we will give the blessing in Pali. So during this blessing, with all blessings, just bring your mind back into that comfortable, peaceful feeling from your meditation. And if anyone in your life who has passed away, you can think of them and share this positive energy with them and make a wish for yourself and your loved ones as well. Yatha varivaha pura paripurenti sakarang เอวเมวะอิโตตินังเบตานังอุปกปติอิจิตังปฏิตังทุมหังกิปะเมวะสมิจตุสัพเพปุเรนตุสังกปาจันโตปนรสโสยถามณิโชติรสโสยถา
สัพพิติโย
วิวัจจันตุสัพพะโรโควินาศตุมาเตปวันวันตรายโยสุขิติกายุโกภวสัพพิติโยวิวัจจันตุสัพพะโรโควินาศตุมาเตปวันวันตรายโยสุขิติกายุโกภวสัพพิติโยวิวัจจันตุสัพพะโรโควินาศตุมาเตปวันวันตรายโยสุขิติกายุโกภวะอภิวาทนาสิริสนิจังวุฒาปจายโนจัตตารโอธรรมวาทันติอายุวันโนสุขังพลังรัตนาตยานุภาเวนะรัตนาตยเตจัสสะตุขโรคปยาเวนะสุขัสสะตุจุปัตตวาเนกาอันตรายาปิวินาสันตุอาเสสะตุชยสิทธิธานังสัพพังโสติภาคยังสุขังพลังสิริอายุจวันโนจะโพธามุติจยสวาสตวาสัจอายุจะจีวสิทธิภวันตุเตภวันตุสัพพมังคลังราคันตุสัพพเทวตาสัพพพุทธานุภาเวนัสตาสุติภวันตุเตภวันตุสัพพมังคลังราคันตุสัพพเทวตาสัพพธัมมานุภาเวนัสตาสุติภวันตุเตภวันตุสัพพมังคลังราคันตุสัพพเทวตาสัพพสังฆานุภาเวนัสตาสุติภวันตุเต
สาธุ
บูชาพระดุพเป็นคณะอะระหันตัมมาสัมพุทโธภะคะวาอะระหังสัมมาสัมพุทโธภะคะวาพุทธังภะคะวันตังอภิวาเทมิพุทโธเมนะโตพระพุทธเจ้าเป็นที่พึ่งของเราสวากาโตภะคะวะตาธัมโมธัมมังนัมสสามิธัมโมเมนะโตพระธรรมเป็นที่พึ่งของเราสุปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆสังฆังนามามิสังโฆเมนะโตพระสงฆ์เป็นที่พึ่งของเรา
May everyone pay respect to the teaching monks by bow 3 times. Bow. 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 May everyone pay respect to the Lord Buddha by bow 3 times. Bow. 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 And before we do the alms offering, I would like everyone to take a group photo, the last photo with Venerable Michael and Venerable Nick before he go. Okay. have the pre-packaged food outside. May you please come and get the pre-packaged food.
A seedling, no matter how small, when planted on a fertile field, can grow to become a big tree. Likewise, a giving, no matter how little, when made to a fertile field of merit, can bring great benefits to the giver. Before presenting your alms, please kneel down, hold the object of your offering with both hands, place the object next to your forehead, and we'll make the following wish in the Pali language.
ขอเรียนเชิญทุกท่านตั้งใจกล่าวคำอธิษฐานจิตโดยพร้อมเพรียงกันนะคะสุทินนังวัตเมธานังอาสวะขยาวหังโหนตุทานที่ข้าพเจ้าให้ดีแล้วหนอจงเป็นเครื่องกำจัดอาสวะกิเลสให้ออกไปจากใจของข้าพเจ้าด้วยเถิดกราบนิมนต์พระคุณเจ้ารับบาตรค่ะ บุญที่เราได้สั่งสมกันในวันนี้นอกจากจะเป็นบุญที่ติดตัวเราไปแล้วยังสามารถอุทิศส่วนบุญนี้ให้กับญาติพี่น้องของเราผู้ละโลกไปแล้วท่านทั้งหลายเหล่านั้นกำลังรอคอยผลบุญที่หมู่ญาติจะอุทิศไปให้หากท่านเหล่านั้นอยู่ในสุคติภูมิท่านก็จะมองเห็นการอุทิศส่วนบุญของเราได้ผลบุญนี้จะทำให้ท่านมีความสุขยิ่งขึ้นไปแต่ถ้าหากท่านเหล่านั้นอยู่ในทุกขติภูมิผลบุญนี้ก็จะไปรอคอยจนกว่าจะสามารถรับผลบุญนี้ได้ขอให้ทุกท่านนึกถึงบุญที่ได้สั่งสมมาแล้ววางใจนิ่งๆที่ศูนย์กลางกายนึกถึงดวงบุญให้ชัดใสสว่างแล้วขยายดวงบุญของเราให้กว้างใหญ่ไม่มีประมาณเมื่อใจของเราขยายไปได้เท่าใดเราก็สามารถแผ่ส่วนบุญไปได้กว้างไกลเท่านั้น
Please bring your mind to the center of your body and let your mind expand to fill the vast and boundless space. Let your mind be a perfect vehicle to receive the greatest merit. Like the sun that shines brightly forth in all directions, spread your loving kindness to all beings, the ones that you can see, the ones that you cannot see. May all beings, without limit, without end, have a share in the merit just now made, and in any other merit I have done. Those who are dear and kind to me, beginning with my mother and father, whom I have seen or never seen, and others, neutral, hostile. By reason of their rejoicing in my gift of merit, may all beings be happy, be free from suffering and attachments.
ขอเรียนเชิญทุกท่านตั้งใจกล่าวคำอภิส่วนกุศลโดยพร้อมเพรียงกันนะคะอิทังเมยาตินังโหตุสุขิตาโหนตุยาตโยขอส่วนแห่งบุญนี้จงสำเร็จประโยชน์แก่ญาติทั้งหลายของข้าพเจ้าขอญาติทั้งหลายของข้าพเจ้าจงมีความสุขเทินตั้งจิตอนุโมทนาบุญร่วมกันนะคะสาธุค่ะก็ต้องขออนุโมทนาบุญนะคะกับพี่บวยพี่แซมนะคะลุงหมอป้าสมบัติแล้วก็น้องอุ๋มน้องออมด้วยนะคะสาธุค่ะที่ได้มาเป็นประธานในวันนี้นะคะแล้วก็อนุโมทนาบุญกับทุกท่านนะคะที่ได้ร่วมผ่านซูมวันนี้ค่ะก็ไม่ว่าจะเป็นป้าอีทของเรานะคะป้าอีทนะคะแล้วก็ป้าหน่อยค่ะพี่บุญเลี้ยงพี่จันทนอมนะคะแล้วก็พี่พอลล่าจากอลาบามาค่ะพี่สุนภาค่ะแอตแลนตาค่ะแล้วก็ยังมีค่ะพี่วันเพน